Okay, I'm redoing this video because the first one's too long and I have too many errors. So please forgive my stuffiness. I have a summer cold and it's 94 degrees outside. It's miserable. Alright, so this is concerning, this is a drama update concerning Louis Rosenberg, aka Charles Rosenberg, BlackWolf Customs Glock Shop. Excuse me for that. So this is his website. And the whole matter, which this is, if you ask if you first time looking at this, he was supposed to polish and remove the rear side of the Mosin Nagant so I can use the dovetail, and as for payment, do a co-assignment on an AR-15, meaning here's the rifle, give me $350 for it back. That's all I ask. Give me $350 for it back. You can sell it, make your money back, and then some. $700 rifle. Well, he fucked me over. He kept the AR-15, gave me back the Mosin. The Mosin's completely fucked up to hell. Here it is. It's no good. It backfires. It's next to a pipe bomb. So, yeah. Look at the other videos for more information about the Mosin barrel. The AR-15, everybody keeps saying report it stolen, go to the cops. I did. I went to the cops. They can't. Sorry for the shaking, but I'm not feeling good. So I went to the cops, and it's reported stolen. This is a receipt of the upper and the lower. Elite Tactical Components. Here's the upper. M4 flat top, complete upper, 1 to 9 twist, DTI, $404.52. They wrote it down as $400 even. Here is the lower receiver, the piece that has to be registered with an FFL. I bought this at a gun show. $50 complete total. That's including the FFL background. The background. Surplus ammo and arms. It was a plain Jane AR-15 $700 max rifle. So, it's reported stolen. All that information is done. It's reported stolen. It's been reported stolen since the beginning of, since the day after I got the Mosin back, basically. So, yeah. So this is his website. And I was pretty amazed on the background and some of the gallery. I liked some of it. And he said he was a licensed and registered gunsmith. He was also an FFL, all the shit, you know, a person wants to hear for, you know, that you think you can trust him with your gun. Well, no, he's not. He's a fucking liar. Here's what he says he's, hold on. Sorry about that, I sneezed. Anyway, this is who he says he's with, you know, BlackWolf Customs / Liberty Guns. This is who he claims his Class 3 dealer is. Or his FFL. I don't know. Well, I tried calling the number and they don't answer. It's leave a message and we'll get back to you. They don't get back to me. I guess he either does work for them, or he works with them, or it's a front and it's bullshit. Because I know Liberty Guns on Okeechobee, but I don't know this one, 3359A Belvedere Road. That's by the highway near the airport. Here's their website. Thank you for visiting Liberty Guns e-store. It's an e-store. So it might just be a rented spot. But, here it is. Liberty Guns Incorporated, 55A, Belvedere Road, West Palm Beach, Florida, 33406. Here's the phone number. You know, I wish my phone number ended with 1911. That's a pretty cool phone number. But no, nobody answers. It's leave a message and we'll get back to you. So I'm going to close that out. Next, March 25th, 2012 was Matt's Never Enough Ammo's blog TV. Right there. The next day, Thursday, I went and reported to the ATF, the AR-15, and what the guy did. And as I'll say it again, I called up. First, I went to this website, Google ATF, and you go to Contact ATF, click on Hotline. You scroll down a little. Firearms Theft Hotline. I called that number. Now they ask how may I direct your call. They directed my call to the West Palm Beach office, because that's what this is, West Palm Beach. Royal Palm Beach is within West Palm Beach. A lot of people say it's within Loxahatchee, but no, West Palm Beach. So, I'm all nasally, and I'm talking to this person, this agent. He says, how can I help you? Yeah, I'd like to report this guy, Lewis. And at the time, I didn't know his last name. It was Lewis, BlackWolf Customs, Glock Shop. The agent cuts me off and says, are you the lady who called the other day complaining that your son bought a handgun from this man? I asked him to repeat that. And he got firm with me. He says, stupid. He says, are you the lady who called the other day and said your son bought a firearm from him? You're a minor child, because we need your information. Well, I said, first of all, I'm a dude. I know I sound nasally, but I am a man. Can you not hear this? You know? And the guy got pissed and hung up. Then I called again, and how may I reject your call? West Palm Beach office. So, yeah. But this time I got a different agent, and I told him I'd like to report this guy at Lewis BlackWolf Customs Glock Shop. I told him about the Mosin and the AR-15, and I told him the YouTube videos. I told him all this shit. No paperwork, blah, blah, blah. He asked, have you reported the firearm stolen? Yes. Did you contact your local police department? Yes. Okay. Yeah. So then he says, oh, well, you know, I just took your statement. You know, if anything happens, we'll call you. But just to let you know, there are a few other local complaints on this man. So if anything happens, we'll give you a call. Have a nice day. And that was that. Now, I'm not going to make any assumptions, because people get pissed when I make assumptions. So you make your own assumptions. Also, people have been helping me out with the like looking around on Google or you know what I mean. Apparently, he goes by 2 different names. That's how I, you know, Louis Rosenberg, aka Charles Rosenberg. This is Leberg.com, wanted.html. You know, well, he's bounced 3 checks from them. Now, if you read here, it'll say everything. I'm gonna put this in the description below. I'm putting all the shit in the description below, because this guy's pissed me off. Local PD, ATF, you know, it's basically take him to court. Well, I don't want to go to court. It takes too long, and it takes a lot of money, and it's just stress. Alright, so I'm scrolling down. There he is. Louis Rosenberg. There's his address. Come on. I gotta get a new camera. Scrolling down, and it'll show you the physical copy of the check that he... I'll show you in a second. There. Louis Rosenberg, a.k.a. Charles Rosenberg. There's 3 addresses. He used 3 different addresses with them. So that means 3 different checks. Excuse me. There's the Loxahatchee address. There's a New York address. And then there's a Boynton Beach address. And this one says payment was stopped. And it's for the amount of $140. Now, I don't know Leberg.com on, you know, I've never really been to this site before. But apparently it's a website for dog training videos, disciplinary techniques, and accessories like collars and shit like that. If you want to assert yourself in the dog community world, you know, like breeding and stuff. So that's that. Let me close the page out. I'll put this in the description. You can look for yourself. Corporationwiki.com. I typed in his name. Other people sent this to me too. Corporationwiki.com. He's had 2 other businesses besides the current. Lewis Elite Pool Services. He's a fucking pool cleaner. Louis Rosenberg, director and president, and it's out of his home. Aside that, I can't find the page again, but there was also, no, I think somebody told me this. There was a his second business was Lewis's Elite Dog Training Services or something. But I can't find that, so I'm not going to say that's a fact. So I'm going to close that. So his current business is BlackWolf Customs Glock Shop. Before that was Elite Pools, and before that I'm not going to say because I don't see it online. It's not a fact, but somebody said he had Lewis's Elite Dog Training Services. So yeah, save and close. Oh, and if you're wondering, oh, look at those hot girls. No, those are transvestite pictures. You go to Google Images, type in hot sexy girl with a gun. These are airbrushed pictures. That's a dude. That is a dude. And that is a dude. It's trannies. Now, first time I laughed my ass off, now it's not so funny. Because I actually feel like I'm a fucking moron. Which I am a moron. I should have known better. I should have went to, but it's all about transportation. He was local. And I didn't want to go out into West Palm Beach or Lake Worth. So, yeah. But, sorry. So I went to the local range, Shoot Straight. Sounds like a funny name, but it's the closest range in my proximity. And I went around with this card asking around, have you had any business with him? Do you know him? Do you know about him? 4 guys. No, I'm going to say 3 guys, because one guy really didn't want to be in, he didn't want me saying nothing about it. He's afraid of this guy. I mean, I'm not. I mean, I don't give a shit. This guy comes to my door, I'm not going to answer the door. I'm just going to say, get the fuck out of here, I'm calling the cops. I'm not going to get into a confrontation with a moron. Well, apparently 3 other guys, and I talked to them at the Shoot Straight. One of them was a Glock. The other 2 were rifles. And I'm not going to say their names, so I'm just going to describe them as their firearms. Glock and 2 rifles. Well, they told me their stories pretty much matched. They used this guy's services because they liked what I saw, the Duracoating, the Hydro Dip, that stuff. I didn't want a Duracoat. I wanted my barrel stainless looking. Well, they wanted their shit Hydro Dipped and all that. Well, using his services, the guy told me that all of them fucked up the rifles, fucked up the guns. There were missing components, missing parts, and when they asked the guy about it, he got in their face. One said he had to go to his house several times. He does his business out of his house, out of his garage. So if anybody wants to, you can go to his garage and steal guns from his garage. Well, one of the guys said he had to go to he had to go to his house, Lewis's house, and ask for his shit back because he couldn't get him on the phone. Then he said Lewis had his shit elsewhere in Miami. Something about testing it out, which he didn't agree to. Now, this is just secondhand knowledge, what he told me. Well, he finally, when he went to go get his shit back, Lewis got in his face and wasn't, as you'd expect a businessman to be. He was in his face, and he took his guns back. Well, surprise enough, he said that none of the guns he got back worked. He took them back to Lewis. He starts barking, spitting in his face, and threatened to, he said, sick his Rottweiler on him. Apparently Lewis has a Rottweiler. I don't know. I've never been to his house, and I'm not going to go to his house. So, all 3 guys said their guns weren't working when they got them back. Parts were missing, and shit like disconnectors and pins, stuff like that. And they weren't working. The rifles and the pistol. The Glock. So, yeah, they didn't like him either, and they said, because I asked them would you be willing to report this guy to the BBB or ATF? They said they already did. And that, they live and learn, move on. Basically, they cut losses. So, I fucking forgot to open the page. Damn it. It's going to take too long. I don't want this video being over what the other one is. I went onto one of those websites and he has a history. I mean, we all have a history. But 3 Baker acted. He's been Baker acted 3 times in 5 years. Now, if you don't know what Baker acted is, that's when somebody calls the police, and the police deem you that, alright, you're not going to go to jail, but instead we're going to take you to the emergency room. And from there, they're going to take you to the back, which is usually a pavilion. I myself, I know this one time because I've done this, medication adjustment, which didn't go right, but that's a different story completely. But I got into those files, which they are under public domain, so this website that I paid $4 for, $4.99, was within, it's legal. But his diagnosis all 3 times were, for the Baker actions, were manic bipolar with ergonomic or oh my God, I can't pronounce this word. Delusional intent, meaning, let's see, my name is Eddie. All right, I am Eddie. I'm going to be captain of a starship one day. So much, I'm going to believe this, that I'm going to go out, buy a fucking boat. I'm going to paint the bitch, excuse my language, I'm going to paint it to look like the USS Enterprise, and I'm going to sit on a bar stool, and I'm going to say, I'm the captain of the USS Enterprise. You get what I mean? So, bipolar, manic bipolar with oh my God, delusional intent. Big word. I just can't pronounce it right now. I'm stuffed. So, you get what I mean. So he decides, I'm going to have a gun shop. I'm going to have a Glock business. I'm going to be famous. I'm going to be rich. Or I'm going to be cool. I'm going to be like Nut and Fancy and K&W Gunworks. I'm going to be like those cool dudes. I don't know if you can see this, but I've seen this in person when he came to my house with the truck. I've seen this in person. And it has more attachments now than it did before. It looks like something out of freaking Star Wars. There's an attachment at the 1, the 3, the 11. Basically, think of, up, that middle, bottom, under, top. That's how many fucking attachments there are on that bitch. On a free float SBR with a beta mag. I thought it was cool because it was a lot of cool shit. Lasers. There was 2 different types of lasers, flashlights. Anyway. Yeah. And this video is getting too long. I may as well just say I fucked this video up too. But this video is still a little better than the other one because the other one is truly fucked up. So I'm going to take down the other video and put this one up in its place. So I hope everybody has a nice day. I am personally going to go get some boiling water and try to unclog my sinuses. Alright, peace out.